To ask Sam Lexema, like, why did he lie about selling houses on a popular reality TV show? And why are so many people here in Atlanta so mad at him? Could you answer one simple question, Sam? Sam wanted no part of the I-Team, but he can't wait to do business with you.
Let's get together as a group, put our money together, and put it into something that we all understand.
He's everywhere, on television, with A&E's Flip This House.
My name is Sam Lexema. This is the definition of sexy.
On the internet, selling Sam as a real estate mogul.
A lot of us have become wealthy in single-family residential investments.
He's cigar-smoking, BMW driving, Peachtree penthouse living, Sam Lexema. How does he afford all that?
Other people's money.
You rent hotel rooms. Now you should own hotel rooms.
Sam Lexema says he runs a hospitality trust that buys and develops hotels and a real estate business that helps people create their own wealth. Sounds impressive, and it looks impressive. He runs this real estate venture from this Peachtree Street penthouse. But we found angry investors who say this real estate mogul is a phony. And they've told state regulators and courts that they've lost huge amounts of money investing with Sam Lexema.
It's 20,000 square feet.
Lexema burst onto the Atlanta real estate scene last year when he showed up on A&E's Flip This House, a reality TV show about making big money renovating and selling houses.
Living room here, you know the carpet's got to come up.
But the reality is this: none of Sam's Flip This House deals made a profit. And this self-proclaimed real estate expert even lost his real estate license before the show aired. The Real Estate Commission said he does not bear a good reputation for honesty, trustworthiness, integrity, and competence.
Trouble, trouble, trouble is definitely the name of the game.
On the show, Lexema claimed he sold his renovated houses for big profits. We found it was all a sham. His houses never sold. How about the Flip This House, when you told people that you had sold those homes and they really weren't sold?
It's a television show.
Since our investigation, A&E has taken Sam Lexema off the air, but you can still find him on promotional DVDs, enticing people to invest with Lexema.
Do something. You're sitting on a stack of cash. You're sitting on, and it's not doing nothing for you.
Unfortunately, the Sam Lexemas of the world are very convincing.
Dan Ward took the bait. He was so impressed with Sam's sincere pitch, his impressive website, and his seemingly successful lifestyle that he invested in Lexema Capital Partners. Ward says Lexema said he would use the money to develop real estate in the Cascade neighborhood. But Ward told state investigators Lexema took the money and never developed a thing. This youth minister says he lost $100,000 and faith in his own judgment.
Now and all of a sudden, I can be had. And I didn't just get had for $1. I didn't just lose $1 on the street. I lost $100,000.
I thought this was a great opportunity.
Nicole Williams knows the feeling. She says she invested $25,000 in shares of Lexema Capital Partners. Like Dan Ward's contract, the deal says there are substantial risks. But in a complaint to the state and the Better Business Bureau, she says Sam promised at least a 16% return. She says once Lexema had her money, he basically disappeared. She says she lost all of her $25,000 investment.
He's an opportunist. You know, he's out for himself, and he doesn't care about anybody else. As long as it benefits him and even his family, then that's all he's out for.
We talked to 5 people who invested in Lexema Capital Partners who have complained to regulators or in lawsuits that they lost a total of more than $300,000. The Georgia Secretary of State's office is investigating Lexema for possible violations of Georgia's Securities Act.
What game can I play that's bigger than the game that I'm playing right now?
Lexema now runs a hospitality partnership. He's asking for even more money to invest in African-American-owned hotels. Toma Brashear, who appears on the promotional video, says he doesn't think Lexema raised any money, and he says Lexema didn't buy or develop any hotels. But smooth-talking Sam had nothing to say to us. What can you say to these people who have lost a lot of money
You have a story
that they say that you have taken from them?
You have a story that you're trying to put out, and I'm going to allow you to put out whatever angle you want to put out and stuff, but I have business to do.
What about your father-in-law? He says he has business to do. Well, what business is it, Sam? We asked a number of friends and business associates of his. None of them can tell us one single thing that they know of that he does to make money. So many questions that we had. The story that we've been covering for the last couple of days has picked up steam across the country. If you go to my blog on myfoxatlanta.com, you can see what some pretty savvy viewers think about all this, hear a radio view with some behind-the-scenes stories I did, and read A&E's full response to this entire episode. As you know, we've reported they've taken Sam Lexima off the air, and a lot of the people that we talked to said that helped give him credibility. You know, they knew that he was a star of this show, so it'll be interesting to see now that he's gone from A&E.
Well, your story has struck a nerve. Thousands of people taking a look at your blog. Where does the legal situation stand now for Sam Lexima?
I think the biggest thing right now that he's facing is that he's under investigation by the Secretary of State's office for the possible violation of the Securities Act in Georgia. Very serious charge. It could be a criminal charge if they proceed, depending on the evidence they get, and if the evidence is there. Obviously, we're way before any kind of determination like that can be made, but we do know that they are investigating.
And what about those individuals? Any recourse for them in trying to get their money back?
You know, Amanda, this is one of the saddest things in stories like this that we have seen over the years. You can sue, you may even win. Chances are you're never going to see the money. It is so difficult. You can even get a judgment. A lot of times in cases like this, and this in fact happened in one of the cases with Sam, somebody filed a suit, $90,000 loss. He didn't even respond to the suit. They got a default judgment, but they tell us they still haven't gotten any of the money back. Criminal recourse. If you're caught by someone and you think you've been cheated, my biggest recommendation to people is go to the cops. Don't worry about suing. Don't worry about trying to do this legally. You need to get this in front of a law enforcement authority, somebody who can lock them up. If you can't put them in handcuffs and put them behind bars, they don't really care.
Wow. We're talking about a lot of money.
A lot.
Thank you, friend.